Bakan Z kaçan Z. The Fallen Idol. Whoosh whoosh whoosh whoosh whoosh whoosh whoosh whoosh whoosh
Phelps,
whoosh whoosh
Bukowski,
whoosh whoosh
you have a new
whoosh.
case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Onu öldürme.
Where did this
Neler
take
oluyor?
place?
That's the bit you're gonna
Neler
love.
oluyor
Right
hayatta?
across the street.
What?
Hemen dibimizde mi la?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Hadi bakalım. Bizim kıyafet niye böyle la?
This guy was willing to write his own mother after I sweated him.
Ya arkadaş ben kıyafetimi istiyorum. Ben kıyafetimi geri istiyorum. Kıyafetler. İkinci kıyafette de bugün farklı bir kıyafet giyelim. Bugün gerçi hepsi de çok kötü ya. Düz abi düz klasik giydir ya. Hadi gel lan ortik partner.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Aha gelmiş benimki. Kız sen nerelerdesin ya? Bana hiç mesaj atmıyorsun. Arasana beni arada çaldır beni ya.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Zilli trip atıyor ya. Merhabalar hanımefendi.
Straight as an arrow. Hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in at Central.
Lan konuşma lan. Lan konuşma lan.
I'm going to memorize your name
Merhabalar
and throw my head
hanımefendi.
away.
İyi günler.
Say, could I borrow some of that mascara?
Görünüşen şurada. Ben kullanacağım yakın çünkü. Arkaya mı bineceksin? Gelelim mi koçum? Eyvallah.
Stop just ahead.
Eyvallah koçum. Yani yönlendiriyorlar da sağ olsunlar. O ne lan? Don mu lan o? Donla ekmek mi lan? Çanta mı lan o? Ne lan? Plakada yerde.
Her face looks
Yüzü
familiar.
tanıdık
Well,
geliyor.
that's June Ballard.
June Ballard.
Tarzan's sister, beast of
Allah'ın
the
kızı
Amazon.
kardeşi.
She's married to Guy McAfee.
Guy.
The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Allah Allah. Bize bilgi ver aslan.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski.
Şakalar
Long time no
komiklik
see.
sen. Hayırdır
You
lan?
can call this in by megaphone, Enrique.
Konuşuyorlar herhalde.
Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, he's scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton.
Sadece bir çocuk.
She's just a kid.
Epey hırpalanmış.
Knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so.
Galiba evet.
They've taken her to
onu
Central
kabul
Receiving.
ettiler.
If you want to take a look
Onları
around,
da koyabilirim.
stall the
Koy.
ambulance.
Thanks. Do
Evet,
that.
öyle yap.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver.
Ne?
She cuts rough.
Sıkıntı yok. Yalanı yakalarız her türlü.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Tamamdır koçum. Allah razı olsun. Partner gel bakayım takip et beni. Aslanım. Takip et koçum takip et.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Evet bir adet don. Oğlum tecavüz mü var lan burada? Taciz mi var
They've
burada?
been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Bak bak bak bak kesinlikle bak şerefsizler. Kansız bu çocuğa öyle bir şey yaptıysa. Dean Jesse, please Dean come home. Evine geri dön diyor.
She's a long way from home.
Anneden mektup. Evine de geri dön. Evden kaçmış. Rujmuş. Başka bir şey yok herhalde. Bir de plaka var. Plakaya bakalım. Herhangi bir şey yok ya. He, seninle de konuşalım.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Elindeki ne lan?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
Orishiro.
Is it real?
Aynı anda.
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Vay şerefsiz.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a
Gel bir şu
cliff?
karıyla bir konuşalım.
If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Başka bir şey yok zaten. Arabanın içine bakmaya gerek yok. Bizim karakol da hemen şurası la. Aynen. Aa şurası. Aslan. Bak görüyor musunuz bak aha bu. Aha şu bina. Bak tam şapkamın üzerindeki bina. Galiba. Olması lazım. Hanımefendi geldik. Hanımefendi size birkaç soru soracağım.
Mrs. McAfee,
Bayan
we would like to ask
McKee.
you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden
Ama
name.
tercih çizerim.
June Ballard.
İşlerinin bazını
You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Konuşmalar. Konuşmalar. Şu Hintli
We
kafası
found
nedir?
a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Oğlum şüpheli hareketler yapma bana.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent.
Ne yapayım?
And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mark Bishop. Şüpheli Mark Bishop
You mentioned
kimdir?
Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement,
Sen hayırdır lan işkiliyor musun lan
you
sen?
just leave it to me and my husband
Hı?
to worry about.
Hı? Senin ağzı sıçarım bak. Bak Harry Potter şey yapmışsın. Doğru konuşuyorsun.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Makiyim.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Yalan mı söylüyordu ya bu karı?
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Sezgimi kullanacağım çünkü anlamıyorum. O zaman kesin yalan.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Var. Çamaşır.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Şerefsiz. Şerefsiz.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Oğlum bak gülüyorsun ve ben anlamıyorum senin o gülmelerinden.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied
azından
Patrolman
4-5
Gonzalez
doğru
back to
yaptık.
the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
Artiste bak ya.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can
Gidelim şu
shake out of
kızla bir
the kid.
konuşalım aynen. Jessica Hamilton ile görüş.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
Konuşmayın lan. Şuraya bir gidelim ya. Arabayı sen kullanacaksın. Yana kay, yana kay, yana kay. Pezevenk. Yana kay, yana kay bakayım. Yana kay.
You know the way. You can drive.
Evet.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
İyi kendisine gelmeye başlamış. Güzel. Central Receiving Hospital. Merkez Kabul Hastanesi. Sabah 8. Hadi bakalım. Oğlum sen de üzerine düzgün bir şeyler giy. Bu ne oğlum ya? Siyah takım elbisemiz yok mu bizim ya? Biz ne siyah giymiyoruz ki?
Hello, Detective
Philip
Phelps,
Jessica
here to
Hamilton'la
interview with
görüşmeye
Jessica
gelmiştik.
Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton.
Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Thank you canım benim.
You can't hold me here. No.
İçeri
I
gir lan.
don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone?
Feeling better since
Do
this
you
morning,
know
Jessica?
who I am?
A little. My head still feels swimmy.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Tamam canım benim. Bu aile
We need to get
senin
in touch with
aileleriyle
the parents,
temasa geçmemiz
Jessica,
lazım.
to tell them what has happened.
Yaşın tutmuyor çünkü.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Jessica'cığım. Yalan konuşma.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Gene yalan konuşuyorsun. Gene yalan konuşuyorsun.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you. I'm tired, Detective, and this has been all so awful. Please, please, just leave me alone.
Ulan yanlış bildik ya.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Oğlum. Doğru mu söylüyordu?
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Son bir sezgim kaldı bak kızım. Ben sizin bu kaş göz işaretlerinizi anlamıyorum bu aralar. Doğru gibi. Ama şüpheli de yani. Arada bakması normal ya.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Oğlum kızdan bir yeteri kadar bilgi alamadık ki ya. Bir de kırmızı ışıkta geçti.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Too close, Phelps. You're way too close.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Food wasn't great, but you're nice.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls!
Çakal ya.
I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Two club sandwiches. Thank you, wait.
Hızlı sen kullan, hızlı sen kullan. Direkt hızlı gitmemiz lazım, direkt.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his property.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Benim kullanacağım arabaya tüküreyim.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his property.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny
crazy
mind and
think
given the
that
casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Koridordan sağdan ilerleyeyim dedim.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Ne bakıyoruz peki?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Ne baktığımızı bileyim ben. Ne bu?
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Seems irrelevant.
Bu ne? Tarak.
Optimistic, Cole.
Bu ne?
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Tam herhangi bir bağlantı kuramazsak çıkalım o zaman buradan.
Not much help. I doubt it.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Evet, hiçbir şey anlatmıyor. Ben ne olur ne olmaz diye bakıyorum.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Teşekkürler bayan. Sizinle bir konuşalım ya.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
Salak. Çek var.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Bir arayalım bakalım ya. Şimdi şu Hollywood Bishop'un dairesine gittik. Yani bu Hobbs'un mekanını öğreneceğiz.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment.
Hemen bir konum aralama maddesi alalım.
Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Teşekkürler. Evet. Gidelim bakalım.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Evet, hep beraber arkadaşlar çok yaşadığınızı duyar gibiyim. Beni bir götür bakalım.
You can drive.
Kemer mi taktın lan sen? Bunlar niye bu zamanda kemer yok acaba?
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Hadi bakalım. Sonra da şu saniye bitsin de şu koluma bir bölümü durdurduktan sonra şu koluma bir krem süreyim. Evet, krem süreyim. Silver screen. Anam. Ayı.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Yeri de bayağı büyükmüş ha.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Tamam, direkt uyuşturucudan şey yapalım ya. Bu uyuşturucunun burada ne işi var lan?
I have some friends in the LAPD, so I won't be leaned on.
Advice?
Search through all this crazy movie junk. See what turns up.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
It can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Şerefsize.
I don't think this is going to help us.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
You and Bishop are close friends, colleagues?
It's business. I normally deal direct with the studio. Have you tried his production office?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Yapım stüdyosu. Şuraya bir bakalım, belki bir isim buluruz. Gerçi adam söyledi.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Olay çok karışık ya.
Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a
Sekosun.
doctor. Kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr. Cohen.
So you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz.
Bir biçim kaşındı.
And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey, hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Vay şerefsiz. Vay şerefsiz vay. Namussuz. Ulan teklifini kabul etmeyenlere öldürmek ne kadar basit. İlla seninle çalışmak zorunda mı? Pezevenk. Yavşak herif ya. Yavşak herif. Tamam da niye şu anda şeye giriyor? Aha.
So this is where you sprang from.
Tamam. Bir soru daha soracağız beyefendiye.
I think your problem is with Bishop.
Allah Allah ya. Ha. Tamam.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Aha.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Neler dönüyor lan burada? Neler dönüyor oğlum? Hı?
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Doğru söylüyor.
You're delivering props to jungle drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop.
Sen kimsin lan?
Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Aferin lan, bizimki tırsak çıktı ama.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here! They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
I need to be closer, Cole.
We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
Gonna kill.
I gotta have it.
Goodness, a gunfight!
Make a move! We're sitting ducks here! Either give me a good shot or get us the hell out of here!
Fajita! It's like the war all over again.
Watch it, Buster!
Jesus, Bishop started a goddamn war!
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in
Ama
broad
güzel.
daylight,
Eğer
McCaffrey
çarptığımız
really
zaman
means business.
Seems like we're the
öyle
only
bir şey
ones who want
yazması
Bishop
güzeldi.
alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark
Lan.
Bishop, stop! LAPD! Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8
Mike.
in Francisco, the abandoned movie set.
We're trying to help you,
The partner
Bishop.
is pursuing suspect on
This
foot.
is all a big
Code
mistake.
3, KGPL.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything.
Bishop, that's enough.
That girl made it all up.
Get the hell out of here, you
Lan.
goddamn maniac.
Ay. Manyak herif.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
It's June Ballard. She's blackmailing me. What the hell?
Lan gel lan buraya.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead. Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
It's this way.
Kathy doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
LAPD, you're making a big mistake. There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Is this really the best McAfee's got? Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Come on, it's this way. God, they're everywhere.
Can't hit him from this distance.
really hurts.
You have to get me out of here, mister. Come get me. This is insanity. For the love of God, how many are there?
Weapons on the ground, now!
The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. I don't want to die here.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
This is all Balor's fault. Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them, quickly!
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
An army of them. We're done.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
I should have known that bitch was trouble.
Stay down.
This way!
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Come on, let's keep moving.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for Statch rape and
Memnun kaldın mı
attempted
lan
murder,
pezevenk?
so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Hadi bakalım, güzel bir terfi hak ettik kardeş, o kadar. Aha. Arabaya bak.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Hadi bakalım. Araba da kıyakmış ha. Jazz Club.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
Davranmasalar keyifleri bilir yani, hiç sıkıntı yok.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
Bizim
Was
galiba
my
en
only
ortak.
real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me?
Oğlum bu ne lan?
Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, Doctor to the Stars.
Oğlum
Mr.
nasıl bir işe
Fix-It to the
düştük?
mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Nasıl bir işin içine düştük ya? Pivot will got intensing. Biraz kötüyüz. Şehir hasarı var. Araç hasarı var, şehir hasarı var. Terfi, cinayet masasına terfi ettik. Bunu kapatıp bir sonraki bölümde tekrardan görüşmek üzere. Bay bay.